Now, updates we have from Kumasi is that on the KNUST campus, the situation is quite worse because students of the university primary and senior high and junior high school have had to stay home as a result of the FUSAG strike, and the situation at the hospital is also not encouraging. Let's come back to Accra quickly and deal with the Supreme Court, because a panel presided over by Justice Poe has set aside a High Court order that indefinitely barred the Fix the Country campaigners from staging a street protest. The court held that this order was in error and proceeded to quash it. This is the response to a case filed by the campaigners asking the Apex Court to set aside a High Court order that halted a planned May 9 street protest. Court correspondent Joseph Akable joins us live with the latest. Joseph, you've sat through the legal arguments. Explain to us why the campaigners, despite being told the High Court order was in error, still wanted the Supreme Court to set it aside.
And so their argument is that as far as that order is concerned, the order in its clear terms prohibits them from embarking on any protest until such a time that the appropriate authority, and in their opinion, in this case, is the president, who by executive instrument impose the restrictions on public gatherings. And so they have said that with that particular order that was given by the court and they being compliant, it will mean that they cannot engage in that protest until its full terms are met. And so that is how come they have urged the court that the court should set that particular order aside.
And the AG disagreed with this. Tell us about that and the ruling of the court.
So the AG's argument was to the effect that the court order was granted on May 6th, and as far as he's concerned, per the operation of law, when you ask for an order of the court and the person that you are seeking to injunct is not present to argue it, what the lawyers will call the ex parte application, it will mean that such injunction is supposed to last for just 10 days. And so he insists that despite the expression of how the order was out, he said by law it's supposed to last just 10 days. And since 10 days has already elapsed, it means that there is currently no order in force. And that is how come the police have taken steps already, taking another order this time to stop the protest. And so his argument was that even if the court is minded to quash, there is no order for the court to quash, since that order has already elapsed. And so he asked the court to dismiss the president by the Fix the Country. But the court disagreed and feel that per the rules, it is supposed to last for 10 days, and the order that was granted was indefinite. So it said that order was in error and proceeded to set that aside.
Right. Joseph, from what you're saying, it looks like there's no court order that currently exists. But there's a pending case. What happens next?
That is so. And as far as the protesters are concerned, they are pursuing that angle. In fact, that particular case has been adjourned to June 14, 2021. At the last hearing, the court had asked the various parties in case the protesters and the Ghana Police Service to file their various documents arguing why the protesters should be allowed to protest and why they should not be allowed to protest. The police service has always maintained, in line with the COVID-19 restrictions, which has been the basis for that claim. And so that case is back in court on June 14. But what is important is that as it stands now, there's no order. There's now a pending request for an order.
Joseph Akable, thank you very much for those updates.